That is a logistics stock that could be potential beneficiary of the passage of the GST bill. Now keep in mind, this is not a stock recommendation. This is just an analysis of one of the mid-cap stocks. Nigel?
That's right, Anuj. The stock that we're talking about is Chartered Logistics. Now, the stock in the last 10 months odd is up by close to around 70%. But just in the last couple of months, in fact, from the highs of December 2016, the stock is down by close to around 25%. So interesting stock. Let's run you through the details then. As you said, the GST bill is supposed to benefit logistic companies. Mangalam has been telling us about that. Why will it benefit? Because it will remove inefficiencies, and also it will reduce the time that's taken at various, at various state borders, etc. Could reduce timing by around 5 to around 6 hours. So that's what will help efficiencies for some of these companies. I was looking at the quarterly numbers, and on the top line, we're not seeing any big growth. But Mangalam tells me that, in fact, for all the logistic companies, on the top line, we haven't seen a big growth. What looked good was the margins. The margin should come up for you on the screen. That's been gradually improving, and in fact, now it's at around 14%. Just a few quarters ago, it was in single-digit margin, so that's a bit of a positive. And the profitability as well has jumped up because margins are improving, and the interest costs have been coming in lower. Now, on a quarterly basis, interest cost is only at around 1.5 crore from more than 2.2 crores in the past. The debt reduction is something that the company has been focusing on, and that's the reason why the finance cost has been falling. So let's pull up the debt numbers. It's down by close to around 47% just in the last couple of years, and debt has fallen from around 85 crores to around 45 crores. So that's a bit of a positive. The client base, I track a lot of the cement companies as well as metal companies, and in fact, their big clients include something like a Hindalco. There's a BSE announcement as well, where they've got a fresh order coming from Hindalco as well as ITC. So a lot of top companies that use some of their services. So that as well should be taken into account. The promoter holding as well is at around 57%. Make note that institutions have no stake whatsoever in the company, and need to note that, in fact, Mr. Sharad Shah as well holds 1.3%. So retail investors be warned. Interesting stock. Let's see where it goes from here.
Oh yes, very interesting stock. In fact, we had a show called Multi-Baggers for 2016 at the start of the year, and this was one of Ambrish Baliga's picks in that show. So, the stock has had a very volatile run, of course, but thank you, Nigel, for educating us on the business behind the stock and what the numbers look like.
16 for 16 was the show
16
name.
for 16, yes, and that was one of his picks over there. But let's do one thing. Let's also take you through